This video was brought to you by Xfinity. CelebrateBlackTV.com. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
All right, film lovers, we are here at the world premiere of All Is By My Side, the Jimi Hendrix biopic starring Andre 3000. Stay tuned for all your interviews with your favorite artists, Wiz Khalifa, Andre, director John Ridley, right here on BLACKTREE TV.
You can't leave it to other people to sort out your life.
You'll never be nothing to them but a curiosity.
Oh, it's cold, man. You really want to change things? When the power of love takes over the love of power, that's when things will change.
The movie focuses on 1 year of Jimi Hendrix's life. Why did you focus on that year with this story, and what unique about that year, you know, gave you like cinematic freedom to do it?
Well, in a lot of ways, it was a year that most people are unaware of. You know, I considered myself to be a Hendrix fan, but I didn't know that much about that 1 year in England and meeting Chaz and Noel and Mitch and how that came about, or performing with Eric Clapton. There were a lot of versions of the story out there, but it was about really bringing all those together and putting it into a narrative form. Because there was so much history happening at one time, the great thing about it was you didn't have to contrive things, you didn't have to make up things. So much of the story was already there when it was happening.
What's up, Chief?
What's going on, man?
I'm good, man.
From 86 Lithonia to Hollywood, right? So this movie focuses on 1 year of Jimmy's life.
66, 67, yeah.
And when he's on his come up, and I think back to '94 when Outkast is on their come up, and you performed at So Was the Cabin, Lunchroom, right there.
Yeah.
What's the similarities in those years for you as an artist, looking at what y'all portrayed in the film, and for you at that time where you guys were?
Well, I mean, with any artist, you start somewhere, and I mean, we look at kind of like, you know, even like a Beyonce, when her story is done, we'll be like, oh, Beyonce is the greatest, she's the diva, but she started from somewhere, you know, maybe her first performances weren't that, she didn't have that confidence that she has now, so I know what that's like being an artist jumping on stage. And with Jimmy, that's really what this movie is about, those seminal years, those building years, those people around him that supported him, that helped change them into the person that we know, the superstar that we know and love. So I'm so familiar with that, like not having the confidence at first.
And last question, he caught flack in your portraying in the film from the Black Consciousness group in London. And do you think that too often we put too many rules on what it takes to be black in music or art or whatever?
Not necessarily. I think everybody should be conscious of where they're from, you know, and kind of make sure they know what's going on in their neighborhood. But at the same time, I think as artists, especially musicians, I think sometimes the fan put too many responsibilities on musicians. Really, we just want to make music. We didn't say we want to be politicians, you know. But if I have something to say, political, yeah, I'll say it. But I don't owe anybody anything, you know, in that way.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
I wonder if you're going to notice that I'm not around anymore.
Things you love, they stay with you, if you want them to or not.